few breaths up, breathe in, exhale, and the hands can be coming up. Hello, breathe in, waking up this body. And then just let your hands come down and drop a little shoulder and drop the other. We're just waking up the back a little bit, waking up the hips a little bit. Good, one more each. Now we're gonna roll the spine up. Roll up, breathe in, go up and over, just a little stretch, inhale, and up and over, just a little stretch over. Beautiful, and then get your dynaband or elastic tubing. We're gonna take an arm up position, and we're gonna actually spread the legs here because we're gonna do an add-on in a moment. But at first, we're going to pull the band down. And those of you, you are guessing it, we are going to drop into the heels, you have guessed. Now at first, you might need to reposition the feet so that it's a comfortable turnout position. Your glutes are strong, your heels are more pressed into the floor than your toes. And the heart is forward, but at the same time, you're pulling your arms wide. Exhale. Let's do a little neck check. The shoulders are down the back, so there is no neck tension. Good, you're pulling down, heels heavy. Hello, everybody, I'm so glad you're here. Now we're doing 2 moves at once. Just so you know, you can always get rid of one move if it feels like you're compromising form. You can always just reduce it to one move. All right, the heart rate is even going up. Let's do 5 more. 4, beautiful. 3, 2, 1 more. Exhale. All right, now we're gonna take the band behind the upper back. The palms face forward, and we're going to exhale, go out, we'll call it wide, and then we're gonna go forward, we'll call it narrow. Now, if you would care to add on, lift up both heels. So we're doing some calf work at the same time that we're doing some arm work. Now, as you lift up, you're trying to hit a momentary balance point. So you pause for just a moment. Each of your metatarsal heads, your toe heads, has equal weight. Another way to say that is you're not letting the ankle kick out to the side. That's what it would do without intervention. So each of our toe heads, metatarsal heads, has equal weight. We'll check our neck now. We'll just make sure you could move your head freely. There's no tension. Push forward. I love a palm up variation on this. Anything to encourage those shoulders to be open. All right. Now we're gonna take 4 more here and keep the breathing going. We'll breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. 3 more sets here. Beautiful. 2 more sets here. 1 more set here. You're doing great. Wonderful job. Now we're gonna take the legs out a little bit wider as a bonus. Find a squat. It's also called second position or horse squat. Now, this is a stretch. While we do the leg squat, we're lifting up the arms in a dynamic mobility move. So the upper body isn't gonna feel like work, it's gonna feel like stretching and mobility. Mobility is so good for those ball and socket joints. Now, keep your squat as a challenge. Find a place to stretch. This is for your posture muscles. Breathe in. Find another place, let's say 1 inch lower. Now your legs are working, you're doing great. How about 1 more place to stretch? Breathe in fully. And now exhale, we're coming out of that. Really good job. Just kind of shake it out. Now we're gonna take your heels. Usually it's 2 underneath the band. If it's too hard, just do 1 heel. Here we go. Bend your elbows. Now lower, bend your elbows. And lower, good. Exhale and inhale. And the knees are long, but they're soft. They are soft. Your shoulders are down the back. I'm gonna show you from the side, but you can stay where you are. Shoulders are down the back. What I mean is they're not going forward. Oops, I was leaning back too much. I was doing that. Just my shoulders want to be down the back. So we all need little edits and course corrections. If you find it's getting too hard, rather than stopping a set, you could modify by taking a foot out or grabbing a lighter band. So we are going to check the neck now. Let's make sure that neck is not holding any tension. The jaw is also soft. All right, let's do 8 more. Check your wrist. They should feel in line with your forearm, and they should look in line with your forearm. Good, try 5 more. 5, 4, and 3. These are your picking up muscles. 2, and 1. Excellent job. Now step out. We're going to do 1 more for the triceps, and then we'll take a momentary break for a sip. So 1 hand behind your skull, 1 hand at your lower back, and we're going to push the top elbow up and exhale as you do that. Long knees, but soft. Head in line with the body, ear in line with the shoulders, so you're not poking your head forward. Good. Hand is facing your skull. 6 on the top hand. 7, lengthen the elbow. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're doing great. 13, the back of the arm. 14 is so important to keep strong. 15, it's what can catch you if you do put your arms out to break a fall. 17, 18, 19. Okay, you're going to take the other hand, hold on. This hand is now your lower back hand, and I do want to add on, if you can, if you care to, you're also going to lift up both heels. We can add on a calf work, heel raise series here. Each of your toes has equal weight. Breathe in and out. Good. 6, you're doing great. A little momentary pause at the top if you can. 7, 8, you're controlling it up and down. 9, 10, 11, there's a little rib tuck here. 12, with your abs so that your low back doesn't get more lordotic or swayed. 14, good, tall spine. 15, notice we're working the posture muscles. 6 of the back with every exercise. 19, and you got it. Now take a sip if you would like, and I'll meet you back here. And we're going to take the band behind our upper back. I'd like to offer the palm up variation, but also neutral is fine, where your thumb is side of your hand is facing up. Now we're going to take a little bit of a wide. This is called breaststroke, so let me just show you a few with just the palms, just the arms, forward and around. The image is that you're putting fresh, organic, homemade pizza sauce on a big pizza dough. Now, you can also add on, if you care to, and notice how my heart faces forward. So if your heart's a flashlight, it's still looking forward. It's not facing the floor. You can imagine you're sliding your back on a wall. In fact, that's sometimes a trick we use if you have one of those big fit balls that you put it between your back and the wall and you lower down. Leave your upper back against the imaginary wall. Now your heels, they're so much heavier than your toes. You could experiment, lift up your toes and see if they'll come up, and you can still do the exercise. Get ready. We're going to change the direction. So whichever way you were doing your pizza sauce, go the other way, your breaststroke. Good. Make sure you're feeling healthy in your squat. You can go down to 90 degrees if that's healthy for you. Good. Breathe in and out. Your knees do track with your second toe. 3. Good. Take 2 more. We'll take a small bonus here. Let's do 1 more complete one. Now, if you care for a small bonus, come down, leave your squat, and do a little pulse with your arms. Breathing still. Heels heavy. Chest up. Get ready. Squeeze back up. Nice job. Now we're gonna do a little stretch here. Pick up your arms, go over to a side. It's half moon with the band, so this bottom arm is pulling on your top arm a little, and you feel an assisted half moon. If you care to add on, cross your foot over. Breathe in, breathe in. Oh, the bottom arm is helping you get a stretch. Inhale and come up. Feet neutral underneath their respective hip. Go over half moon on the other side. If you care to add on, cross your foot. Let your bottom arm pull the rope or the band so you have length. Now the top arm is pretty long. It's not bending on this one. Yes, there you go. Breathe. We're helping get that lat muscle stretched. When it's tight, it internally rotates the humerus. So we're opening up those shoulders here in the posture. Really good. Now another big stretch behind. Just find a place. Lift up. So I've got this shoulder chest stretch. 5, 4, 3, and if you feel good here, you can actually add a little loosey rotation. It's nice. 5. I love this one. 3, 2. Let it all out. Let's get that down. Now, if you would like, take a sip, and I'll meet you back here with the dynaband. We'll do some shoulders. For this dynaband exercise, stand on with one heel, stand on the band. You're going to go out to the side. You may need a lighter band on this because this is a long lever. 5, 6. I've got a hand here because it helps me keep my ribs over my pelvis and not get lordotic, not get too sway back. So if you know that about you, it's a nice little cue to help the stability. All right, try 10 more. Lifting with the shoulder muscle, not the neck muscle. Knees soft. 5. And we're going to be doing that on the other side. The other little cue is that your wrist and knees are neutral. You're not severely flexing them or extending them. You do have a heel or two on the band. Your arm is going up to about shoulder height. Good. Your body is upright. Notice it could be tempted to lean, but you're going to leave your body upright. You have a little stability to do that. 18, 19. Very good. Now the other heel and the other hand, your band is under your heel. You're going to go forward. It's very normal or common that the first few you might have to readjust where you stand, so I'm going to give myself more slack. That's okay. Good. Good form. You're not leaning back, you're upright. That's it. Wrist neutral. Try 10 more. You're tall. Good. Strong shoulder. This is what's working. 16. 17, feel that strength. 18, long arm. 19, other heel. Here we go. Go forward. Here's your ab tone. So for example, I need to correct. I'm just going to move over a little bit. Wrist neutral. Feel this muscle. Breathe in and out. Neck is easy. I love that cue. All right, let's take 10 more. Feel the shoulder. Feel a little bit of tone here. The shoulder's actively working. The abs are helping you stabilize. All right, let's try 5 more. Upright body. Try not to lean over. You got it. Really good. Now we're going to let this go and take knocking on the door of life. This is a wider stance generally. The arms are free. Breathe in and breathe out. Really good job. Now we're going to take a hand weight or two that allows you to do bicep curls. And that's going to be a little bit heavier. So let's say 5 to 12 pounds. Take a bicep curl. Now we're going to do 20 reps if that helps also let you know what to use. So on this bicep curl, you can always change weights in the middle of the set in order to keep going. 4, knees soft, 5, strong biceps, 6, shoulders are down the back, 7, 8, wrists are neutral, 9, so you can scan them. Your vision will help confirm your kinesthetic awareness. Now we're shooting for 10 more. If you find that it's getting too hard to keep good form, then you just change weights and go a little lighter. Good. I like how you're not letting your elbows hyperextend at the bottom. You're not just swinging the weights so the elbows are in a hyperextended beyond 180 place. Good. Try 3 more. Really good. Now I'm going to use my legs to lower the weights. And let's take one of 2 stretches. You could do interlaced in shoulder stretch, or if you would like to try cow face. Now you can even pick up a foot and make it tree pose. If you're like me and it helps to get your hand on there, you can do this. All right, here we're just doing a one-legged balance and some shoulder stretch. 10. Oh, I love it. Bring your foot down and either do the interlaced finger position on the other, or you could do a tree pose with your shoulder stretch. Ooh, that looks so good. Breathe in. Jawline parallel to the floor. So we're practicing our posture cues. Notice how you're not poking your head forward. You're practicing here what you want in life. You're in line with the shoulder. Breathe in and let your foot come down. That built strength on the glute medius, wonderful. This next one is lateral raise. So you're probably going to use a lighter weight than that bicep curl. Let's say anywhere from 3 to 6 or 3 to 8, 2 to 8. So you're on your, I like a foot stance that's in line with the hips usually. Make sure that feels solid. Open up. Now the image could be that you're going to the letter T and you control down with ease. Good. 6. Good. 7. There it is. 8. That's it. I'll give you a little cue about scapular safety here. Your shoulder has a scapular plane range of motion it likes to move in. So one way of noting that is you should be able to see your weights. They're not drifting behind you. The weights are just barely slightly ahead of your body, not lifting up to the sides behind you. Now your posture, ear in line with the shoulder, and now your neck. It's easy, but your shoulders are working, but your neck is not clenching or your jaw. All right, try 3 more. Try 2 more. Good. Try 1 more. Nice job. Now, optional. You can open up a little, put down a suitcase, and come back up. Heart up. And exhale. Heel heavy. Good. Nice. Good. So you could have hand weights in your hand, or you could be doing this without. Another option, if let's just say something's going on with your knee or knees, you could do calf raises or put your back against a wall for a chair squat. There's always a way to work healthily. All right, notice the heart rate could be going up. 1 more. Wonderful. Now we're going to lower that down for a moment. Good job. Grab a sip. And then take a weight, it might be lighter again, 3 to 6 pounds, that allows you to, here's your shelf, feet wide, that allows you to push. Now inhale, please know you could also do these seated in a chair. You could do them seated kneeling. Exhale, yep, that a girl, wonderful. And both arms can press up if you're able to. Good. 6, good. 7. Now there is a little belly stability, ab stability. Nice. All right, try 5 more. Notice how you have a little ab tone, and that way you don't feel like your body's wiggling backwards. Your neck is easy and your jaw's easy. Well, let's do one more for a bonus. Exhale, here we go. All right, lower that down, lower the hand weights down. Really good. Now either take an interlaced finger position or take a prayer pose. And please know I'm just giving options that you can take like a buffet. Second option could be a chair that you hold. Third option, one heel up. Good. This is one-legged strength and stability with a bent knee. Imagine where you need your balance going up and down stairs or a mountain. Other foot down, heel up. On top, looks like a figure 4. Chin tuck if your neck feels like there's any tension at all. Calm breath. The breath will drive the hormones in the body, so let the breath be calm and it'll tell the rest of the body to calm. All right, here we go, and up. Really good. Let's take it down to the floor. Meet me with a heavy band, at least one. Another trick is to take 2 bands. Have a seat in front. You're going to wrap the band and cross it. Palms are going to pull, pull, and pull. This is one of my favorites because we need the back strength so much. All right, I like to have the band near where the heel meets the arch. There's this bone that feels like it sticks out a little bit, the styloid process of the 5th metatarsal. So you'll feel it if you're on it. I like the band a little lower than that so it doesn't feel bad on my joints or my bones. So we want to associate good feelings with the exercise. Your muscles feel like they're challenged, but your bones and your joints don't hurt. Now you're upright, your jaw's parallel to the floor. Breathe in and out, sit up. You're doing great. All right. Now, if you do not have dizziness issues, if this is okay for you, pull and turn. If you have a dizziness issue that this exacerbates, stay eyes straight ahead. So you're doing what you need. I also like to make sure I'm even on my range of motion here. So I need to spend a little bit more attention on that left side because it tends to run a little tight. Exhale, or tighter than the right. So your bicep is feeling it. Your rear shoulder, your lat, your back. If you have any trouble, everyone looks great to me, but if you ever have any trouble kind of like, I can't sit up, you can get a yoga block, a pillow, a blanket rolled up, a pillow of any type underneath your glutes. All right, let's take 6 more and stay upright. Your gaze is going to follow the horizon and not be looking down. So your gaze is following the horizon. Start to trust your kinesthetic awareness. Okay, let's do one more right, one more left. Exhale, rotate, and left. So good. Now this one is, and I'm going to change because this purple one's pretty heavy, so I'm going to go to a more medium one. And because my lever is going to be long, that means that it's going to feel a little harder. So your heel arch, your band's there. Now pull, I'm going to turn so you can see a little differently. Pull your arms beside your hips, but they're not hitting the floor. So I've got if you have a tubing, you can put your hands in the tubing and I curl my fingers, or I'm out wide enough that the fingers are long. That's right. So your neck is easy. If you have a band, you're just holding the grip. Pinky is leading the way. Good. Oh, looking good. Everyone looks so good. Long arms, kind of low, but wide enough that you don't hit the floor. Because if you were right beside your hips, you'd have to bend your elbows. All right, here we go. 6 more. 5, 4. Lats and rear deltoids. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to flip the palms up. Let me show you a couple ways on this. One is just to grab, I've got the tubing right now and I'm doing a bicep. Another trick is to lift your elbow a little bit, not your neck, but your elbow. I like this trick. If you do not have osteoporosis, you can lean back and do a bicep curl with your abs. So there's so many ways. Good. I like it. All right. I like how the wrist is neutral too. So we're protecting that joint. We're teaching it what neutral is in all the different places. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay with me as we add on. I know it's a lot in a row, but just stay with me the best you can. Go out wide. I'm going to get a super strong in 30 minutes. And you're going to open up your arms like a T, but they are lower than your shoulder. So it's rear deltoid. If that just doesn't serve your neck and you just can't get out of your neck, then do the lower lat one. So, but otherwise we're going to try 5 more. 4. Nice. Now cross your band like an X. Now, before we do that, just kind of give some circles to your shoulder. You see, I'm just lifting up the scapula. Okay. Elbow by your side. Now, this is external rotation. Good. This is not the most glamorous exercise, but it's one of the most important because our tasks are so forward. This gets the rear deltoid, infraspinatus, teres minor, all those external rotators strong. So this is helpful when you hear someone talk about a rotator cuff injury. This exercise is helpful on the front end to prevent it. All right, guys, do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go of that band. We're going to do one of my favorite stretches for posture. Take your up arm, up it around. Now, so this is part of the posture because you want to stretch, 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 stretch up. Elbows soft. Lift your heart. Breathe in and breathe in a sense of appreciation to that beautiful body for all it did. It did everything we asked. Even when there's an issue going on, it finds creative ways for modification. It's always working in our favor. It wants to be strong and vibrant. And then take a moment to sit any way you want to. You're going to just be comfortable. It can be on your shins like me. It can be seated crisscross applesauce. Let your hands go to your heart and breathe in a big sense of appreciation to your cells. What a beautiful gift it is that we get to be on this earth and experience this beautiful, miraculous creation through these bodies. Even if I were an engineer, I could not have designed anything so incredible. I'm so aware of all the miracles happening to me every second just by being here in this body and experiencing this earth. I was not put here to just be alive. I was put here to strive and thrive, and I will spread joy everywhere I go today. With so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. You did so good. Thank you guys. Bye.